So you're about here. You guys need to get here.
Okay.
Alright, so who do you want to elect to be your leader to lead you to that point?
Well, isn't it me?
I think James.
Alright. Okay, so are you just going to follow the road as much as you can and then to deviate, or do you want to take the more scenic route?
Pues follow the road.
Okay. So, alright, so as you head north along the Sword Coast, you notice the area around you is suddenly becoming very industrialised. The dirt road beneath your feet is becoming straighter and flatter, and before long, you can see men hard at work laying cobblestones and rock slabs to make a paved road. You're quickly shepherded away from the work and pass by. Now you're in a firmer road and you find it easier to walk the distance. Before long, you find yourselves making the uphill climb to the Campus Martius, the fortress of the consul Gaius Marius and his Primagenia legion. Alright. Well done. The fortress has been hastily erected, but is still an impressive sight. The walls are 20 foot high and have a number of towers armed with terrifying ballista scorpions. From inside you can hear the sounds of hundreds of men performing drills and carrying out orders. Outside there are just as many men who are digging trenches around the fort and setting up stakes. As you approach the main gates to the fort, you see 4 men guarding it outside. As you approach, the men on the walls raise their javelins at you and the ballistas load their bolts and the guards grip their sword hilts. The commander orders you to halt and demand your business.
We've got an invite.
Approve it. Provide your invitation.
You
A
have
hand
the
over
letter.
to the
Again.
What did you guys say?
Why don't we give him a letter?
Yeah, James has got it.
Yeah, hand it over.
Alright. Sorry. Right. Okay, so the commander takes the letter, reads it through, and then compares the seal that's on the letter to a seal that he's been told to look for. So he then nods. The men sort of stand down, and basically takes you through the gates and ushers you along. And he's taking you to this central building here. Upon proof that you're invited, the guard escorts you through the fort to Maris's command house. You wind through the street-like corridors, past blacksmiths, food administrators, and men being executed for desertion. At a point where the hill reaches its peak is a small building guarded by several stern-looking men. From inside, you can hear the sound of loud debate. Okay, so Sulla wants you out here, so you can turn the city against you while he's at home. All the more reason you should have run for the election with me. My term isn't up yet, and we can't all be like you, Marius. Not all of us can flout the election rules 7 times in a row. Just declare yourself dictator and be done with it. Not until Sulla is destroyed or driven from the city. I will not hand him reason to turn the city against us. Fine words when we only had the dragon to deal with, but now we have the orcs. We can fight one and Sulla, but not both. Well, your plans to tame the dragon haven't exactly provided any results, have they? Laying blame won't save us. Just because we fail does not mean it was in vain. The dragon won't side with Sulla, and that is a victory in itself. We have all but beaten Sulla in the city. Sulla's men in Novigrad is dead. The town is secure, and enough for us to focus our attention here. We have brought ourselves time, and time is expensive. I wish I shared your optimism. You don't need to. You just simply need to pay for it. There was a slight pause. Anyway, let's see these adventures of yours, before the demon blasts his way in. I've just had the armory cleaned, and I'd rather not spill any blood in my own camp.
You have a reputation, James.
Okay, so you're ushered into the command house. where the two men in heated debate are Mr. X and a man you don't yet know, and off to the side in the corner of the command house is a boy of about 16 years old, who nonetheless is in the armour of a Neverwinter officer.
It's our good friend Mr. X. Not our good friend Mr. X.
Let me guess. Asian Dave wants to throw him in the river.
There's no river
There's
around.
no river, unfortunately. So he probably wants to throw him out a window. Hint, hint.
Well, I want to throw him somewhere, so he'll probably be out the window.
That's right! I know you so well.
Okay, Marius is a tall, well-built and terrifying man who is always smiling. Every word he speaks is said in his booming voice and echoes around the room. So, you now enter the building. Inside are more guards and... Oh, no, wait, I've already done that. Greetings, strangers, and welcome to Primagenia. I trust you know our mutual associate. May I introduce my nephew, Julius? The younger officer inclines his head, but says nothing. I have to admit, I was expecting someone... He looks particularly at Connor. And someone taller. But nevertheless, I am honoured to meet you all.
I'm not saying anything, Mr. X is here, so I'll just dig up my head in the sand.
What about the rest of you?
Hey, I'm trying to bring the man down. I can't really do that in front of this guy because I don't know if he's an ally of Mr. X or an ally of ours yet.
What about you, Ash? Do you want to say anything?
Me? What? I don't know. No, carry on.
Okay. You may all be wondering who I am. I am Marius, consul of Neverwinter and the King's Senate, Commander-General of the Primagenia Legion. 'Tis a good thing that you have come. I've heard much of your exploits, and I'll be keen to hear of others when the crisis is done. I have been tasked by the Senate to meet the Orc-Horde in battle and defeat the dragon, but it is a thing easier said than done. We suffer troop shortages and supplies run low thanks to my rivals in the Senate. I have one skeletal legion with me here, and the rest of my army awaits my word in the southern colonies, where I've been battling against rebellion. I need those troops here, but I cannot guarantee their crossing. Some dark magic has taken the local lighthouse, and is drawing the ships to their doom. To add to our misfortune, my deals with the lumber yards are behind schedule, and I fear for my workers' lives. I need both of these dangers dealt with before I can prepare the warpath. Can I count on you?
Aye.
The magic sounds interesting.
Are you going to say anything now?
No, because Mr. X is here. I'm not talking. I don't know Mr. X.
Bev,
Yeah.
do you want to say anything to this?
Nope.
Okay. Good. I'm sending you anyway. Right, You have one objective. Go to the lighthouse, stop whatever is destroying my transport ships and killing my men, and take it... in particular, bring back the war chest, which is in the wreckage of one of my capital ships.
What else is in your capital ship?
Where's this lighthouse?
Right, so Marius clicks his fingers, a soldier comes over, hands you a scroll, which is effectively a map of the local area.
Do we get paid?
At which point Mr. X comes up and is like, yes, that obviously, I know you guys don't do anything for charity, so that you will be paid upon your success.
Give us half the money now.
Are you definitely going to pay us this time, rather than give the money to a swine that is a town mayor?
If you want to take it, if you have business with the town mayor, that's for you to deal with.
What I just said, you're going to be the one that pays us instead of some other person doing it for you.
Of course I am. I'm a man of my word. When it profits me.
have no other questions or comments.
Anyone else?
No.
Okay. So, another soldier comes along and hands you another scroll. This is a writ of passage for anybody in Neverwinter. It commands anyone that you come across to lend you aid in my name. If anybody does not lend you aid, you have authority to take aid from them by force. Solely for this mission, however.
Damn it. Okay. Fine.
So, he then turns to Julius and basically says, tell them what we know. So Julius steps forward. For nigh a month now, our ships have been arriving from the south to join us here. Something foul has taken over the ruined lighthouse and been luring our ships to their doom against the rocks. If there are any survivors, then you are to aid them. If you can recover anything, particularly the war chest from the wrecks, then do it. But stopping the evil is your primary concern.
Okay. What's in the war chest?
The money that I will need to pay my legions. Without that, the men won't get paid. They'll mutiny within a week.
Okay. Yep.
I don't like that evil look that you. Bear in mind that the war chest is counted daily, and we know exactly how much is supposed to be in there.
How can it be counted daily if you've lost it?
We know how much money was in it whenever it left port. So if there's anything less, we'll know exactly where to look.
How do you know it would have been us? It could have been taken before we even get there.
Then pray that it does not. Otherwise, blame might fall upon innocent heads, as will my swords.
I think as verification, you should send somebody with us. A good soldier that can fight well and is preferably not going to die, and I don't have to take responsibility for.
Very well. Julius? As Julius steps forward, you'll be going with them.
You can verify we didn't steal it from the chest. If it's missing, it wasn't our fault.
Very well. So, we'll set out first thing at dawn.
Oh, and you get paid by him, not by us.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm not a mercenary, I'm a soldier.
So he still pays your wages anyway, so that's fine.
Okay. You have access to my camp for the rest of the day and night. If you need weapons, ammunition, or just general maintenance of your armour, then you'll find it here. Our supplies are limited, so do not seek to bankrupt our blacksmiths or armourers. Also, keep your blades to yourselves and your magic to yourselves. My men will not hesitate to cut you down if they feel threatened, and they will be right to do so as far as I'm concerned.
Ow.
Don't sulk, Karaz. I'm surprised you're not moaning because they're all men here.
I don't like this place.
Okay, so do you guys want to explore the fort, or do you just want to be shown to your dormitories and stay the night?
I'd like to explore.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll probably first up.
Huh?
Said I'll probably rest up.
Right, so James is going to rest up.
Okay, so the dormitory that you're staying in is this building here.
So just put him next to it. So James is resting. Bav wants to explore.
Ash, what do you want to do?
I might get some food.
Okay, so you want to explore as well? No?
I'll go with him.
And Belkaz will snuggle up to James. Okay, so you have the granary, the stables, a barracks, training grounds, and then these are all dormitories, and this is the latrine.
Where's the blacksmith?
This one.
So armour and blacksmith in one building?
Yep.
Okay. Well, should we go to the stables so Ashwin can learn to turn into a horse?
He already knows how to turn into a horse.
Does he?
Yes, the horses that you rode away to get at the Dwarven expedition with Connor and Ashwin.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just knew we rode horses. Let's go. I'm gonna go to the armory.
Guys,
Yeah.
you want to go to the armory?
Yeah, why not?
Ashwin?
Okay.
Okay, so you're all here. Basically, the armory... the blacksmith at the armory is basically a very thick-set man in an officer's uniform. You can't really tell him apart from the other officers that are there. And he basically just regards you without saying anything or invitation to speak.
Hi.
He still doesn't say anything, but acknowledges your presence with a nod.
Can I threaten him?
Please don't. He might charge us more money.
Well, he's not speaking to us.
He could be mute. You could just be being prejudiced against his mutism.
So as you guys are discussing this amongst yourselves, he goes back to hammering out a spear.
Thanks, Bav.
It's alright.
Okay, so do you want to try and get his attention again?
Yep.
Okay, so how are you going to do that?
Well, we tried talking to him, but that didn't seem to work.
Well, what you said to him was hi, you didn't actually ask him for anything business related.
Can you do any work
Yeah.
on bows?
So he stands up again, looks at your bow, and then shakes his head. He then points to one of the dormitories, specifically this one.
Okay. So I'm guessing if I want to upgrade my bow, I need to go see someone that's asleep in the dormitory.
He makes a grumbling noise and nods.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go to the dormitory and go and bug the guy to do my bow. You guys can do your weapons if you want.
Okay, so Bav,
Yeah.
what business do you want to do with him?
Just wanted to see. Well, I upgraded my stuff at the last blacksmith, so I don't think I've got any business with him right now.
So he just sort of looks impatiently at you and then looks to Irashna.
I don't think you upgraded any of your weapons, did you, Ashwin?
I don't know. Let me have a look, see what weapons I've got.
You have a scimitar and you have your telescopic staff.
I'm alright, I don't need anything.
Okay. So once you sort of announce this, he basically lets out a grumble and goes back to working on his spear. Okay, so Arias, you're put at one of the dormitories. How do you want to gain entry?
Gonna knock.
Okay, so you knock. You basically hear the sounds of somebody falling out of bed. Someone curse, and then the door opens very slightly.
Looking for the person who can work on bows. Got told by the armourer blacksmith that they were here.
Okay, so the door then opens, and you see a number of men who are clearly not from Neverwinter. But they're all wearing turbans and desert warfare garments. So
My people!
Okay, so they greet you with a great deal of enthusiasm, and one of them even lifts you up in a massive hug, even though they hasn't met you before.
Can you put me down, please? I don't like being picked up.
So he puts you down and then hugs you again.
Thank you.
They're all speaking a language that you don't understand.
I don't actually understand your language, I just know where you're from.
Okay, so they usher you inside, sit you down, and offer you a drink.
I'll have a drink.
Okay, so
Hello?
Hi!
so they all
I'm getting drunk with some
Hello.
sand people.
Hello.
so they all
You're
toast
getting
you.
drunk?
I'm getting drunk with sand people.
So they all toast you, drink, and then just sort of look at you expectantly.
So who can fix my bow?
None of them seem to understand you.
I'm gonna hold the bow out.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
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 So they put
How do?
one of them basically grabs your bow and examines it and pulls on it a little bit, and then examines the sort of handrest, and then goes over to your quiver and pulls out one of the arrows.
Okay.
Okay. So he looks at it as a standard arrow and shakes his head.
I agree.
Okay.
It's not a good arrow.
So he then goes over and holds out a quiver of arrows from their stack.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so do you want to pull one out? Okay, this is a broadhead bobkin arrow, which is basically the equivalent of an armor-piercing bullet.
Okay. I want these arrows.
So they basically... Okay, so...
Gems. These are gems I'm jingling. I can't jingle because I'm sleeping 12.
Okay, so you sort of pour the gems onto the table. One of them picks them up and holds up to the candlelight. And so he's given, in the quiver, are 10 of these armor-piercing arrows. So he holds the gem up, puts it in his fist, and hands you another quiver.
So I get 2 quivers for 1 gem.
Yes.
I'm going to give him another one for another 2.
Okay. So they all look around. They only appear to have 3 quivers.
1 gem.
Okay,
My
so they all show their gratitude by bowing their heads, and they force another drink into your hands.
Yay!
So they all toast, drink, and then all of them, because they've all been drinking prior to this, all keel over and go flop on the floor.
Awesome.
So
I'm just going to pick up all my gems, bar the 2 I've paid them because I'm going to be nice and leave it, and I'm going to walk out.
okay, so you basically now have 2 broadhead...
3.
Yeah, 30 broadhead arrows. So...
Connor, you're asleep, snuggled up with James. Sorry, we didn't know what to do with you. Hello?
Connor, you awake?
Is anybody else alive?
Okay, so basically, if you use these arrows in combat, you will then, whatever the armor class of whoever you're shooting at, it'll be 1 less. If that makes sense. So you get a +1 on your to hit roll.
Okay.
James, Connor, you there?
I'm here.
Is Connor still here?
He's on Discord, but can't hear him.
Alright.
He did talk.
Connor, if you're there, unmute yourself.
And then disappeared. Anyway, I'm done. My character's going to bed. Down to David and Arashna to decide what they're doing.
Okay, Bav, Ash, what do you want to do next?
Ash, you wanted to get food, didn't you?
Yeah, let's get some food.
Okay, so
Okay, so should we get some food?
Okay, so here is the granary store. This is probably one of the most heavily guarded aspects of the fort. So there's about 50 men standing in the doorway. All of them raise their arms to raise themselves up as you approach. And one of them demands to know why you're there.
Just want something to eat.
Okay, so they basically point to put a long line which is going sort of like out of here and to through here and to this point where the day's ration is being
Is there a
given
Discord
up.
chat thing?
Where am I? Where is my figurine?
You're asleep in the dormitory, cuddled up to James.
Nice. Yeah, I'm
Because
gonna
there's
exit
no
the
women
hut.
around, so unfortunately we.
You're now James's bitch.
I'm gonna exit the hut very rapidly.
So as
Okay.
I go in, Connor just runs past me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm running out as fast as I possibly
Well,
can.
that's our dormitory for all of us to sleep in.
And I'm just gonna chill and find out where the others are. Where the others are at.
Okay, so they're basically here by the granary section of the fortress.
Getting food.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask them. Ask them how it's going. How was their sleep last night?
It's
We haven't slept yet.
okay.
Or whenever the last time your sleep was.
The day before.
Okay, so right, so the soldier seems to be under the opinion that you're looking for food now to eat now. So, is that what you want, or do you want to buy food for the journey?
Right.
Belkas is quite hungry.
So then buy food for now and buy food for the journey.
You could-
Though I
you could
can't say
certainly be
anything
tempted
because
by
I've gone to
food.
bed.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys are buying food for the journey.
Hello.
Yeah.
Alright, so he then he basically says, we don't just give out food to bring to your tents, you need to have written authorization from the commander to take food out on missions.
Who did he give the letter
You
to
what?
get aid?
Oh no.
Okay, so you each have a writ from Marius to be aided and
Oh, yeah.
in relation to this mission, so you can present that and he'll let you in.
I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna... I've swapped on my mobile data now.
Okay, so you go do that?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, so he reads it, nods, and lets you in. And basically, inside is are basically mounds and mounds and mounds of sacks that have different and barrels that have different food and drink in them. The only furniture in this building is a long desk that has a bald man sitting behind it, who is basically weighing out bags of food against on a scale which is on his desk.
Uh-huh.
So you go over to him, and without sort of regarding you, he basically just says, "How long will you be gone?"
I'm not there, so I can't say anything. You guys have to make these decisions because me and James aren't there.
We don't know. We'd like maybe a week.
So 7 days. How many people?
6.
3.
So 6. Okay. So he gathers up all the necessary bags, puts them into a larger bag, holds it out to you.
Oh. Thank you.
Okay. So each of you now has 7 rations of food, but so you have to wait until Ash physically gives it to you all.
Okay.
Okay. So now that you've got the food, what do you want to do now, Ash?
Now let's eat.
Okay, do you all go back to the dormitory for that?
Okay.
Okay, so you all go back to the dormitory, but Ash distributes all of the food, so everybody adds 7 morsels of food to your inventory.
have some, so you just have to
Yep.
touch it on some of them. Things are called rations.
Is James still asleep?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
man.
asleep too.
No, I meant in the game.
Oh yeah.
Me and James are asleep.
Not together, but you're asleep.
No, if he comes near me, I'll stab him with my new arrows. That
Okay.
my sand friend people gave me.
Alright, so what would you like to do now, guys?
Sleep.
Hello.
What do you guys want to do?
What time is it now?
Nighttime. I don't know.
Probably wouldn't mind doing a long rest then.
Okay. So you basically all go to sleep, and just before dawn, Julius comes into the dormitory and kicks you all awake. Come, we're away. The horses, pack's already loaded, and we're losing daylight.
That's fine.
Let's go.
Okay.
Don't forget you're coming too with a small person.
So, who do you want to elect to lead you on the first leg of the journey?
How about
Julius.
Belkas, seeing as he's been away? I mean,
Or
like,
Belcast, it's up to you.
Okay, I'll take a south.
Okay.
Let's go, guys. Onwards and upwards.
As
Okay.
grown as we walk.
Alright, so...
Wake up.
Okay, so James, I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
22.
Okay, you've passed. You can feel the evil inside you starting to make an emergence, but through sheer force of will, you manage to contain it.
Okay.
However, the entirety of your right hand has now turned completely black.
Oh, damn.
It's going evil.
Okay, so you make the journey southwards. You come across the road building exercise, which has made quite remarkable headway since your last visit. You are now in the hill section that you took camp in a few nights before. Okay, so the mercenary group has moved on, so now hill number 4 is now empty. But you can seek passage with anybody in the remaining 3 hills, or you can make camp on hill number 4.
let's go back to hill number 4. They're our
Who's
friends
number
now.
4?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, let's do it.
The mercenaries have moved on, so now
Mercenaries have gone,
Oh, gone.
so it's just it's an empty
So-
hill.
so there's people on hill 1, 2, and 3, or you
Should we
can.
start with 1?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go have a chat to them at number 1.
They might make us pay to stay there.
Okay, so you guys basically approach the hill, and you basically see a series of tents that are equivalent to a compound of a building. Inside is a person of immense noble class, and is clearly of very expensive taste.
Hello there. You're clearly a very expensive taste.
Okay, so they go straight to business. Basically just say, if you want to stay with us, it's 10 gold. We'll give you food, drink, a bath, and fresh clothing.
Oh,
No, I think
okay.
we're quite refreshed now. Just come off of a long rest.
But in that case, good day to you.
Good day, sir.
Bye.
Okay, so do you want to try one of the other hills?
What do you guys reckon? I asked the party.
Yeah.
Let's try the next one. I know what James is. James is looking for a woman.
Maybe.
He's probably looking to kill people.
Okay, so on hill number 2, you don't see a series of tents, but a series of wagons and sleeping bags, along with the animals that pull them. Everybody here is a dwarf, specifically a male dwarf.
Ah, hello, fellow dwarves.
Good day,
Goodbye.
Good day, Kingsman. Are
These are my people.
you joining north or south?
South.
Aye, we're heading north, but we have room in our caravan for you to sleep the night if you like. We can offer you no luxuries, but you can stay here and be protected by our blades.
Have you got any equipment that we can bring with us on our journey that you might not need?
Fortunately, we're traders, we're not warriors. Everything that we have is stuff that we intend to sell.
Ah.
No,
Or
but
any good staves I can buy?
but our client would be very disappointed if we were to sell his wares without his permission. But we can give you our hospitality for a silver each.
What, sorry?
We can give you our hospitality for a silver each.
So for
Oh,
one silver
Miff-
coin, we can stay with them.
No, I don't think we need to do that. Thank you.
Okay, so do you guys want to accept this offer?
Yeah.
Bev?
Don't mind.
James?
Was that 1 silver, yeah?
Yep, 1 silver.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you spend the night with the dwarfs. These aren't the usual dwarfs who are used to merriment, cheer, and drink. These are businessmen who spend a long time discussing numbers, like administration, and problems in the political spheres.
Can I go and eavesdrop on them and see if I can find any more information about Sula and Mr. X?
Okay, so you try and eavesdrop on them, so do a stealth check.
Sorry, you will have to stealth check for me.
Right.
Sorry, Matt is rolling for me because Maya's asleep.
That's fine.
Okay, you dramatically failed that with a 1. So you climb on top of one of the wagons and then promptly fall off into the...
Don't I have a thingy? My spells. What, my spell cards?
Alright, give me a sec.
Thank you, sorry. I just suddenly thought I might have a spell.
Are these all your level 1 spells?
Sorry.
Oh.
Like,
Okay, Nat's just going through her spells. Right, Connor, while she's doing that, on your D&D Beyond, have you added the gold from your previous from the previous session?
No, I didn't do it on D&D Beyond. I've just got it on a what's it called? A notepad for myself.
notepad he's got with him.
Okay.
Okay,
I have 175 extra gold that I've not added.
Yeah.
Okay, so she basically lands in the circle of the debaters, and they basically just look at you as if someone's just declared that the sky is blue, and
I am blue.
and they basically just one of them shimmies along and just pats the chair next to you, and they carry on with their debate.
Okay, I'm going to go sit down. I've been invited to sit down, so I'm going to sit down.
Okay, so they basically the long and short of the discussion is that Marius and Sulla are the leading members of the politics of Neverwinter, and that when it came for the politicians to discuss the dragon and the orcs, a vote was made to determine who went out to fight the horde, either Marius or Sulla. Both sides wanted the other to win this vote, so they meant that that the other one would leave the city so that they could then fortify them against them in city politics. From what you can tell, from rumour and hunches, is that Marius bankrupted himself to get that vote to be for Sulla. He still lost that vote. And so now he is completely indebted to a man named Crassus, who is one of the wealthiest men in all of Neverwinter.
Okay, we're now working for a guy who actually has no money.
Do you guys get that?
Yep.
He's supposed to pay us after the mission, and I've just found out that he's bankrupt. Oh, I can also speak with animals, so I kind of want to ask their horse wagons if they've noticed anything.
Okay, you can cast that if you want.
I don't have to do anything, according to this.
It should say components.
Yes. Verbally spoken.
Okay, so you basically need to say something to activate this incantation. So
Abracadabra.
okay. So
Nice and easy.
So you go over to one of the donkeys. What do you want to say
Abracadabra.
to the donkey?
Yeah, now the donkey can talk to me.
Yeah. So what do you want to say to the donkey?
Oh, so the donkey now talks to me. Okay. Have you overheard anything?
No.
I mean, you pull these people around, you must hear their conversations on a pretty regular basis.
No, I'm just I listen to my music, my headphones and stuff like that. I don't even know what headphones are, but
Really?
but the dwarves don't really interest me that much. Like, all they really talk about is politics and numbers and counting on their fingers. I don't have fingers, so it's not something that I can relate to.
Well, can you tell me anything about the stuff around you that you've seen? Like,
No, this grass is particularly nice. You should try it.
maybe I will. What about grass in Neverwinter? You ever been there?
No, there isn't any grass in Neverwinter. It's a city.
Okay. Well, see, that is something you noticed about something that's not grass.
I will say one thing though. These dwarfs, they have a lot of superstitions about them. They don't like being out in the open. Like, they're worried that they're going to fall into the sky because they're used to living in mountain caves.
And you're not worried about falling into the sky?
No, I'm from the top world, as they call it. Yeah, but they don't have any pack mules in their cave lands because there's no grass to feed them.
So what are you worried about then?
Well, I'm worried about my cousin. But he was set up in the the southern lands, and he was bought for a really cheap price and had to carry this pregnant woman all the way to this place called Bethlehem. Yes, but I mean, have you ever wondered how heavy a pregnant woman can be, just before she's about to pop? And my cousin had to carry her all the way from one town to the next. I'm very worried about him.
Okay. Well, do me a favour. Can you keep tracking information
Hello?
about little towns and
Back.
stuff? Be interesting to hear if I bump into you in the future.
Okay, where would I find you?
Nah, I'll probably find you.
Okay, I'm going to go back to eating this grass.
Okay. I just ran and talked to them. By the way, we just saw a donkey.
Donkey for the druids.
Pet the donkey.
What can people turn into?
Oh, it's already on my list.
Okay, so one of as you depart, you hear another donkey say to another one, "Oi, I've got some weed here. What do I do with it? I don't know. What do you normally do with weed?" And then the other donkey's like, "I don't remember. I've had too much weed." Right, so what do you guys want to do now that you're in camp?
Try the grass. Said it was good.
So do you want to smoke something with the donkeys?
The donkeys are smoking weed. If anybody wants to go steal the weed off the donkeys.
I thought you said you're going to go for a wee.
No, they're smoking weed.
No, Belcast doesn't believe in all that.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
He's all for the adventure. I reckon we check out hill number 3.
Okay, so hill number 3 is effectively a very simple tent with these these creatures that are like gnomes but not gnomes. They're similar height, but they appear to be made specifically out of rocks.
Huh.
As you approach the hill, you see that the tent is deserted. Then all of a sudden, a man with a massive beard and grey robes appears in front of you.
Can I just say you might want to move him slightly because the reflection is bigger.
Okay. Greetings. I am Gandalf the White.
Hello, Gandalf. I'm sure I recognise your name from somewhere.
Gandalf.
Gandalf
right.
the White. Sounds very familiar.
Yeah, it's a very common name where I come from.
Huh. Have
you
you? Do you have any Gimlis in your area?
we've got some Gimleys, but
Ah.
I wouldn't recommend them. They're mangy.
Interesting. How goes ye?
It goes well. But I'm currently seeking a path to the other side.
Conveniently, so are we.
Really?
Do you mean
Yeah.
the other side is in death or the other side is in the south?
So have you gone with him? So
No, this is just me just trying to put suggestions out there.
okay.
Telepathically, because apparently Belcast can read minds, as he announced one of the other times we've been with him.
Okay. So do you want to ask that?
Yes.
Okay. So long have I pondered the difference between our realm and the one that demons inhabit, and more importantly, those who can cross over from their world into ours by means of possession.
Slay the demons.
Ooh, we know someone that's possessed half by a demon.
We do.
You do what?
Do we
Bear in-
technically know that yet, though?
Bear in mind, Belcast, you're
You
the
can
only
probably
one
tell.
there.
We
So-
kind of worked it out.
Oh yeah, that's true. I just want to ask this guy if he's ever seen the other side yet.
I routinely go to the other side. I use the help of leaves, mushrooms, and other important corporeal inventions.
I want to know the donkeys have
Can you
wings.
teach me how to get there?
Unfortunately, no. But it is the path of a sorceress, not a druid, to go to the other side.
Don't you mean sorcerer? He's a man, not a woman.
Where are you off to right now?
Right
Going
now,
south?
I must remain in this material realm and search for a portal to the other side.
And are you doing that by going south?
No, I'm doing it by staying here. According to legend, this area, and he sits down very dramatically, and smoke starts flying in all sorts of directions for dramatic effect. Long ago, in a galaxy far away.
There was a Star Wars and Lord of the Rings crossover.
Yes. Then it got closed down due to copyright laws. But anyway, back to the story. That's it. When dragons ruled this area, and they enslaved mankind, this area was the chief burial ground for the royal dragons.
Ooh.
So this area is a highly magical area. I'd recommend that you not cast any spells here unless they cause you to talk in limericks or Disney. I
Oh
hate
yeah,
Disney.
we've had that before. Didn't go down very well. We were nauseous for days after it.
But I find that this is a good place to find those who are possessed.
Can I just go over to the other hill now? Hi, Belcast.
Hey, gonna have a chat to my new friend, Gandalf the Grey?
White.
White.
The word grey.
T-
Okay.
I'm a white man, so it's fairly...
I've
And you are my
some
new
weed.
friend.
The donkeys have weed.
Yes, I found, and he pulls out a cigar and starts puffing on it. It's good stuff.
Are you their supplier?
No, I take only from what nature provides.
So you
No
steal
more.
from donkeys. He steals from donkeys. I'm going. That's mean.
Okay.
I didn't say I was going over there. I'm going
Should
to
be
go to
doing
the
some-
empty hill.
Okay. So now on the empty hill.
So we're thinking of traveling south now. Are there any items that you've got that you could provide us? You know, for being such a good friend to you.
You mistake me for a merchant. I am in pursuit of a higher purpose. Material items do not interest me.
How about we'll help you with something, you help us with something?
Offer him Karaz to experiment on, and he might give you something.
So you're just shouting this from the other hill.
Yes.
Well, what would you like help with? You know, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
I need to find somebody who is possessed by a demon.
Well, I might be able to give you someone, but what's it worth?
It depends on how far along the possession is.
Well, he looks pretty possessed. He's got quite a weird coloured arm.
Bring him to me, I shall examine him.
Well, I don't know if he's going to be willingly going to come down here. So you're going to have to
Yeah.
give me something to barter with.
Knowledge demands sacrifice. Bring him to me.
Well, I can try. I'll go over to James,
Oh, wait,
and I'll
that-
tell him there's a James.
Where do you want?
There's a prostitute looking to talk to you over there. She's got good offer. Would you like to join me?
Alright, so do a deception check.
D20. Natural 20.
Okay, so Karaz, do you want to go with him?
Well, he believes his story.
Yep, I believe him. I rolled bad.
Okay, so Belkaz, do you want to lead him over? So, this is he. The
Yes.
possessed one.
I just look over at Belkas.
I say, oh, she left. I don't know who this guy is, and I ask him what he wants.
Greetings, possessed one. I am Gandalf the White.
What do you want?
I see you're possessed, and he starts poking you with his staff. Yes, you must have led a very despicable life to be taken over with a demon of such power.
Don't make me burn you.
I back away slightly.
I would pay great...
Come and sit on my hill, it's safe.
I would pay a great deal of money for the autopsy rights of your corpse.
What good is money if I'm dead?
As in, he'll pay you money now that you can use while you're alive, and then just providing when you die, we give him your body.
Is that right?
Yes.
But we're shouting this across the hill at him.
But he goes over to this tiny little chest that he can literally hold beneath it, in between his thumb and forefinger, opens it, and then puts his entire arm into this minuscule chest. You can hear the sounds of him rummaging around and him cursing because he can't find what he wants, and then with a massive heave, he pulls out a massive bag of money.
I come back down to the action.
Do you guys want to interact with the fact that you can hear money chinking?
Well, us? Yeah.
Okay, so everybody comes over to the sound of...
I'm
New-
staying on my hill because I'm going to just hunt around for campfire wood and stuff.
Okay, so
I can just pickpocket them when they're asleep.
So he says to put James, I have 1,000 gold here.
$1 grand, huh?
Aren't you glad I brought you over to him? I think that's a 50-50 split.
No.
Can I do a persuasion check?
You can if you want. Who are you trying to persuade, James or Gandalf?
James to split it 50-50, but I got 6.
Okay, you haven't succeeded.
Shit.
Remember, I haven't even decided if I'm going to accept it yet, but let's see anyway.
I only got 6 anyway.
Okay, so what do you want to do, James?
My lowest that I can get would be 6, so that wouldn't work.
Oh.
So what would you like to do, James?
I would not be convinced by Belkas, but I will accept his offer for 1,000.
Okay, and your soul.
My corpse.
I also need your soul.
Ooh. That didn't sound like part of the deal.
I thought it was a piece of shit anyway. Help yourself.
Excellent. So, do you want to add the 1,000 gold to your current inventory, or do you want to take a credit note from him, which would be easy to carry?
Take it now.
Okay. Okay, so he heaves the massive bag of gold over to you. What are you going to do with it?
Shove it in my bag.
Okay. Pleasure doing business with you, gentlemen. But now I must do an examination of you in order to determine the cause of your possession. If you will step into this tent, please.
What does this examination involve?
Just a cursory examination, nothing lethal or pointy.
This doesn't sound like part of the deal either. I'm going to say out loud.
No, the deal wasn't for you. Be quiet.
Oh.
Yeah,
I give him a scolding look.
Do an intimidation check.
I love the
11.
Archie turned up and nothing's come of them.
I got 11.
Okay. He doesn't do anything except sort of he waves his hand at you and just sort of throws sparks at your face. You haven't suffered any damage, but that's his response.
Okay. I just continue to look at him while this is going on.
Okay, so James, do you want to enter the tent?
I'm going to demand more details for this test.
It's just a magical examination to see how possessed you are and where it started.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you go enter the tent.
Yeah.
I advise you all to leave this. He then turns to the rest of you. I advise you all to leave this hill. Dark magic roams like this hill this night.
I'll go to hill number 4.
I've set
But
fire.
I'm gonna ready up. I'm gonna ready up a fireball in my hand, which is my cantrip, and kind of like point it towards the tent in case anything happens.
Okay. Right. So what do the two of you
I'm going to
want
cook
to
my
do?
dinner over his fireball.
Okay. So put. Okay. So put.
Watching this happen.
Yeah, so Arius basically just says to you, could you sort of lower that fireball a bit and just sort of toast some marshmallows over it?
Sure.
What do you two want to do, Bav and Ash?
Yeah.
Do you want to go back to the dwarves, or do you want to go to hill number 4 and have some marshmallows?
Marshmallows, please.
Yeah, marshmallows,
Come
please.
join me for marshmallows.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do now? Do you want to take your long rest, or do you want to carry on exploring this area?
Oh, I'm resting.
Okay, so you're resting.
I'm just cooking
Connor?
marshmallows.
I'm just gonna eat marshmallows.
Okay, Bav.
I'm gonna go explore a bit.
Okay, so you journey to the top of the highest hill, and as you look out into the darkness, you can see the massive bones of what looks like a half-submerged dragon. You can also see skulls of various other dragons, which are significantly smaller, but this massive dragon is sort of like the dominant land feature of this area. Did you get that?
I'm still having my marshmallows.
Bav, did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay. Ash, what do you want to do? Do you want to rest?
So what's the dragon, sorry?
You're basically in an area which, as you've been told, is an ancient dragon burial mound.
And you just found the dragon?
Yeah, the skeletal remains of a dragon.
Oh, okay. Can I go and examine the skeleton?
You can, but the skeleton is several miles long, so it might take a while.
Okay. I'll have the marshmallows then.
Okay. So do you guys want to finish off your your rest for today?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as you finish your rest in the morning, you set off again. Who wants to lead this day's journey?
No idea, but don't we kind of need
What
to
happened to me?
Karaz.
What'd you say?
I said, what happened to me?
Yeah.
You guys can figure that out, but
I said, should we pick up Karaz on the way? Wait, where's Julian?
just staying with the dwarves.
Oh, we left Julian with the dwarves. We need to pick him up too.
Julian?
Yeah,
Who's Julian?
He's the human noble nephew that I persuaded had to come with us, otherwise they'd accuse us of stealing all the gold.
Oh, okay.
So I said they had to send someone so that they can't accuse if it's less than the chest, we didn't steal it.
Yeah, that's... Okay.
We kind of left him with the dwarves, so we kind of need to go pick him up too.
Okay, so who do you want to pick up first, Karaz or the dwarves?
Karaz. I want to go see if Karaz is still in that tent.
Okay.
Or his corpse.
As you enter the hill, you see that the entire area appears to have been scorched by something.
Karaz, did you fart?
Oh no, Karaz has broken everything. Where is Karaz? Karaz, where are you?
Karaz is basically in the tent, and he's basically just standing there looking irritable.
Meaning where is Karaz and where is James?
Karaz, what's going on?
Jay?
I don't know.
Okay, the wizard and his rock golems have all disappeared, and Karaz is basically just standing there with an aimless look on his face.
Did you get your money?
A check? Yes.
Yep.
Have you been raped?
I believe not.
Okay.
Okay, let's go south. Are you going to join us?
No physical harm has come to you, but you haven't advanced your your possession today, so you don't need to make another Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna go get Julian.
Okay, so
Someone has to.
right, so you basically go up and you see that Julian is basically just fast asleep on the floor, put in by the sort of campfire that he's at, and he's curled up into a little ball and is holding onto his sword like a teddy bear.
I'm gonna just kick him till he wakes up.
Oh, right, I'm awake.
It's sun up, soldier. Get up, we're going.
Yes, sir. Ma'am. Captain. Person.
Let's
Yes.
go.
Okay, so who's going to...
He's now my bitch.
So who's going to lead today's journey?
Belkaz again, I assume?
South.
Okay. So you basically make your way to put down the road. By the time that the next day arrives, you are here. However, you find that the road ahead of you is blocked by a fallen tree. You're having to make a detour, up a small hill, and in doing so, you come across a number of elves which are hiding in the bushes.
How big's the tree?
Ashwin, it's your people.
You what? My elves? Yeah.
Yeah, we've bumped into some elves.
Oh, hello.
Okay, so they're basically all crouched at the top of the hill in a series of bushes, looking out to the road beneath the hill. As you basically approach their position, the one who is armed with a bow turns and draws it at you, and in other words threatens you with it. But then he notices Arashna. And he immediately lowers his bow, and he greets you, Nagavanan, Gwynblade. He basically addresses you by your military rank.
Uh-huh.
And then in Elvish, he basically says to you, "But stay silent. We are in ambush. We are awaiting a slaver caravan, which is transporting our people to the local slaver market. If you wish to aid us, then cover our left flank."
Soldier, we'd like to help if everyone's in agreement.
We can't understand. He's talking Elvish. You have to tell us what he's saying.
Oh yeah, so there's a they're ambush. They're waiting. Their people have been taken slaves. they want us to help, like so we can cover their left flank if you'd be in agreement.
Yeah.
What's in it for us?
I don't know the honor of helping my fellow people. I'm sure they'll
I'm
look
told.
after us.
Okay. Before you guys can say anything more, the convoy begins to appear. All of these people are orcs. Oh crap.
Matt.
Yeah, I'm sorting out.
Oh.
Right, so the convoy has basically arrived. The convoy has basically arrived. All of the people in this convoy are orcs. And between them, they're carrying half a dozen hostages.
Ooh.
Um.
We should probably save these guys.
Yeah, I think we've got to the stage now we have to help.
Okay, so do you guys want to take your positions on their left flank?
Yep.
Okay, so who wants to move where? Bear in mind there's only 3 feet of hill, so 15 feet of hill left. So you basically need to form a double line, effectively.
I can shoot, and I'm quite tall, so.
So you want to go at the front.
I should be more back because I'm mostly spells.
Okay.
I said I'm tall, so I can see over people's heads. So technically, somebody shorter can go in front of me.
Okay. So Belkaz, do you want to go in front?
I'm tall, so I can shoot over your head.
Connor?
I'm going to stay near the back because I'm mostly going to cast spells. I don't
Okay.
need to be close.
Yeah, what's the state of the back?
So do you want to go in front?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so put...
Oh, right. Are we on the same...
Yeah,
Does
there's
one of
only
us have to be at the
there's
front,
only
one of us has to be at the
3
back?
Squares, so basically we can
Ah.
either. But bear in
I
mind,
can go near the back because of my crossbow.
In which case I can just go at the front. It doesn't. It's fine.
Okay. Alright, so Ash, what do you want to do?
Maybe I'll levitate over everybody. Can I do that? I can do that, can't I?
So what position do you want to take?
I don't really mind.
Okay. So put you behind Arius. James, what do you want to do?
James.
James?
I need to get to the front.
Okay. And then Julius takes up position behind you.
Can he do anything? We don't know what his weapons are.
Okay.
Or I don't.
So the convoy basically moves forward a little bit, completely oblivious to the ambush that they're walking into. Okay, so the elves all open fire with their arrows, but between them, they only kill 1 orc.
Wow.
Okay, so the orcs are now aware of your presence. So you guys all roll initiative. Alright, so there's rather a lot of people here. So I'll just tell you when your turns are as opposed to give you your order. Okay. Right, so this orc here is first. So he does the sensible thing during an ambush and charges directly towards the people ambushing. Okay. He's now in range to throw a javelin. So he's going to throw it at this elf. And misses. Okay, so that's his turn done. This orc, 1, 2, 3, 4, has got to follow suit. Throw at the same orc. Misses. Okay, number 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so this elf is going to fire their hand crossbow. That's a hit. 1d6 plus 2. Okay, so he's done 3 damage to this orc.
Oh, you mean elf?
Okay, so number 4 is Bav.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
Use my crossbow.
Okay, who you go shoot at?
One of the ones in the middle.
So one of these two,
So right at the front in the middle of he's number 2. Yeah, them.
Okay. Right, so roll to hit.
14.
Yeah, you've hit.
Yep.
Right, so how much damage does your crossbow do?
Crossbow is damage is 1d8 plus 1.
Okay, so roll.
Alright. 2
So you've
plus
done
1
3.
plus
So you've
3.
done 3 damage. Okay. Do you want to move at all, or are you going to stay there?
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Okay, who's number 5? Okay, this elf is going to fire. Doesn't hit. Some 6. Ash, you're up.
What's going on?
It's your turn.
Oh, mate. Yeah, I'll use my crossbow.
Okay, so here you go, shoot at.
The nearest chap.
Okay.
Rolled a 12.
Okay, that's not enough to hit. So you go. You guys stay there.
Okay. Actually, I'll move to the front. Can I move to the front?
The only way you can move to the front is to get down from the hill.
Okay, I know, I'll stay there.
Okay. James, you're up.
I am going to use.
So they rerolled.
What am I going to use? I use Scorching Ray.
Okay, here you go. Use that one.
So with this, I can target 3 people at once.
Okay.
Each attack does 2d6 fire damage.
Okay.
So I will attack the 3 closest to me.
So
Actually,
that one,
edit,
that one,
edit,
and
no.
this one.
3 furthest to right.
Right. So do they need to do anything?
I need to roll to hit, if you bear me 1 second.
Yeah, you can't launch that card if you want it.
Okay, so the first one was a 6,
Okay.
second was a 10, next one was 11.
Okay. So was this guy the other one you were attacking?
I think so.
Is that my hat?
Okay. What do you want to do next?
Or did any of them hit?
Fell off.
Sorry, what were the scores again?
6, 10, and 11.
6, 10, and 11.
No.
Cool, that's what I can do then.
Alright. Connor, you're next.
Aha. I'm going to conjure a 5-foot cube that happens to be flaming
Okay.
on one of these guys. Whoever looks like they've taken the most damage so far.
Okay, so this guy has been shot a number of times.
Yeah, I'm going to do it on him. So he has to make a dexterity 14 saving throw.
Natural 20.
Now, as a bonus action, I've moved my fireball to the guy just behind him.
So this guy.
Yeah, and he needs to take a dexterity 14 saving throw as well.
Failed.
So he takes 9 fire damage.
Okay.
Now, there's a flaming ball in that sphere, sphere of fireball in that square still.
So this
So
one.
at the start of any, if any creatures in there at the start of their turn, they take fire damage.
Okay.
And I'm allowed to move the sphere as a bonus action in each of my turns.
Okay. Right,
That's
Nessa, you're
me
up.
then.
Yay! I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Hail of Thorns on myself.
Okay.
Basically, any time I hit a creature with a ranged weapon, the spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from the ammunition.
Okay, then what does that do?
The target of each attack, normal effect of the attack, the target of the attack, and each creature within 5 feet must take a dexterity saving throw. Creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
So basically extra damage.
Okay, so who are you going to hit?
I want to then shoot at the second row, him.
Okay.
And obviously I'm using my special new arrows as well.
Okay.
And I obviously have the upgraded bow.
Okay. Okay, so you've hit.
Okay, so he needs to then... So he needs to do a dexterity saving throw.
Of.
1d8 plus 3 damage for the initial blow. This is the one that's being targeted.
1d8 plus.
3.
Okay, so he suffered 8 damage.
Okay, and then from the side effect of the spell, he takes... I need 1d10
Yeah.
roll.
5.
So he failed, so he takes 5.
Okay.
And anyone within 5 feet of him has to also do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, so failed, and this guy as well.
Within 5 feet, so if he's within 5 feet, yes.
Failed.
Okay, so they, same thing, take 1d10 piercing damage.
4 and 8.
And then my spell's used up.
Okay. Okay, so then this guy is going to fire at this orc. Failed. The elf next to him is going to fire. Natural 20, double damage. Oh, wait, no, wrong dice. And crossbow is d6. 2 plus 2, 4 times. As he suffers 8 damage. This guy is dead. Okay. Who's next? Okay, the Uruk that has just been killed was next, so the one after him. Oh, well, how's 13 gone? Okay. This guy is going to advance. Throw a spear at this guy. Natural 20. What's the spear again? 6 plus 3. So 4 plus... When it says double damage and it's something plus 3, does that basically make it plus 6?
I believe it does.
Okay.
So it's just double the whole score.
Okay, this guy's dead. Okay. This guy moves up. He's going for a spear as well. Misses. Okay, the alpha died is done. Right, so he is now going to advance and throw a spear. Misses and the other guy's dead. Okay, so it's the beginning of a new turn now. Okay, so this guy is first. Now he is suffering fire damage at the minute, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so what does he have to do?
Let me just read it again. He might need to make another dexterity saving throw. Yeah, because he needs to make another dexterity 14 saving throw.
Okay. Failed.
So he takes 9 fire damage.
Okay, he's dead.
And the fireball just sort of stays on that square.
Okay.
Do you want to put one of the red dice to indicate the fireball? That's the fireball, just so you know.
Oh wait a minute,
Cool.
we're never going to use this one. So...
I like it.
Okay. Right, so... Bronze is gone. Red is gone. Heroic is gone, and elf number 1 is gone. Okay. Okay, so this guy is going to advance. He's going to throw a spear at the guy directly in front of him. Failed. Okay.
You just took
Oh, I think he moved to fireball.
Yep. It was here, wasn't it?
I think so.
Okay, who's number 3? Okay, number 3 is this elf. He's going to fire at this guy directly in front of him. Missed. Okay, and Bev, you're next.
Okay, the guy I attacked originally, I'm not sure if he's dead.
So that'll be this guy.
Yeah, so I'd like to attack him again.
Okay. Oh wait, sorry. I'm
Go back.
Your turn to roll.
Ooh. 17.
Okay, you've hit.
So next will be the D8. So I got a 7. Because it's a D8 plus 1, so that'd be an 8 on the attack with the crossbow.
Yep. Is that how much damage you've done?
So it should be a 1d8 plus 1, so I rolled a 7.
Okay, so he's dead. Do you want to move?
No, I'll stay where I am for now, thanks.
Okay, Connor. Oh wait, no, sorry, give me a sec. Right, so this elf is going to attack him with where is it? His short sword. Okay, so he's hit. And 1d6 plus 2. Okay, he's dead. Okay, Ash, you're next.
I'll try crossbowing someone.
What's the matter?
Okay, so
Yeah, him.
you can see everybody.
Okay. If I go with the guy in the middle, then maybe if I miss, it'll hit
This
the
guy.
guy. Yeah.
Okay, roll to hit.
I rolled 7.
Okay, you haven't hit.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything else?
Can I?
Do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, what can I do?
You can move, you can transform into an animal.
No, I'll be right.
Okay. Connie, you're up. No, sorry, James, you're up, rather.
Cool. I'm going to try the same thing again.
The free missile.
Okay. James?
So I got 13, 7, and 23.
Okay, the 23 hit, but the others didn't. So what do we do for the 23?
1 second, my computer's playing up.
Hey, it's not just me.
I need to roll a 2d6.
Okay.
damage. That is 7 damage.
Okay. Right. Okay. Do you want to do anything else?
That's it.
Okay. This elf is going to fire at him with his bow. So his crossbow, rather. Didn't hit. Okay, Natalie, you're up.
Okay. Gonna use. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna use that. I'm just gonna shoot the guy in the middle. Yep.
Okay. You're using your bobkin arrows?
Yeah.
Okay. Natural 20, so you do double damage.
Okay, so that would be 1d8 plus 3.
Okay, so 2d8 plus 6 then. Okay. Is that a 6 or a 9?
It's quite fuzzy.
6.
Okay. Okay, so... Is that 8 plus 6?
14.
Okay. He's dead. You gonna move at all?
No, I'm better at shooting than I am in combat.
Okay. Alright, so... Where actually is left? I haven't been marking them off. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. Okay, so put... Okay, so this elf at the end, he's going to shoot his crossbow. Oops, wrong one. Okay, missed. Okay, Connor, you're up.
Okay, so the fireball is going to move firstly towards the guy closest.
How many squares can it move?
Good question. I think it's 30 feet.
Okay, so this dude.
Spells.
Okay, so does
Yeah,
he
30
have
feet.
so does he have to do anything?
Yeah, dexterity 14 saving throw.
Passed.
So he takes 3 damage, 3 fire damage.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna cast Fireball, Shillelagh Fireball. It's not even called Fireball, it's actually called Produce Flame
Okay.
at the same guy.
Okay, what does he have to do for that?
So I have to, he doesn't have to do anything, I need to see if I hit him.
Okay.
I got 15, is that a hit?
Pass.
Cool. And then he takes 1d8 fire damage.
Alright.
3 fire damage.
Okay.
And that's what I'm going to do this turn.
Okay, so how much damage has he taken?
3.
3 fire damage.
Okay. He's dead.
Hey.
And that's all you gotta do.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Right, so which one's he? He was. Okay. So the elves are going to shoot. Miss. The one after him hits. Does 3 damage. He's dead. And the final orc finally tries to retreat. So all of you get a bonus, a ranged attack of opportunity if you decide to take it.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of you want to roll to hit? Anyone who has ranged weaponry?
So guys, I feel like
Spells
for about
count?
5 minutes.
I got a 19.
I can't see what I got.
3.
Okay.
Okay,
Someone
so
said 5 minutes, so I don't know if that's someone going for 5 minutes or.
okay, Bav, roll to wound.
Okay, got an 8.
Okay, he's dead as well.
Way!
Congratulations, you have successfully ambushed the convoy.
Success.
So the one with the bow is the second in command. He basically turns to Arashna again. Basically says and converses in Elvish with him.
Uh-huh.
Well fought. It seems that your friends are very capable warriors. I noticed that the young one amongst you didn't fight. Is there a particular reason for that?
The young one. He's the young one.
Julius!
Eh?
No!
Eh? Which one's the young one?
Julius.
Oh, Julius. Oh, okay. I don't know. I can't speak for him. I don't know. Why did he not fight?
Let's ask him. Julius, why did you not fight?
This was a matter between elves and orcs, so it's no concern of me.
Okay.
I have orders to escort you to the lighthouse. I do not have orders to engage in the anti-slavery campaign.
Oh, okay.
But what if these people were human?
Wouldn't make any difference. My orders are the same.
I should have just left you in the dwarf camp.
Okay, so the elves basically, the elf captain basically says to Arashna, "We can offer you nothing but our thanks." This is while the elves are going down and rescuing their comrades, though from the cars. But I can give you the gear from my captain's body. He doesn't have any need for it anymore. So he basically gives you 2 magical items. One are the boots of Elvenkind. I'll basically read the description for them. While you wear these boots, the steps you make no sound, regardless of the surface you're moving across. You also have advantage on stealth checks when relying on moving silently. And he also gives you goggles of the night. While wearing these dark lenses, you have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. If you already have dark vision, wearing these goggles increases your range by 60 feet.
Okay.
Do you have any herbs or anything? Don't spare. That we can have to make potions with.
He looks at you and shakes his head. He doesn't speak the common tongue.
Ashwin, interpret.
What's he saying?
Translate. I said, has he got any spare herbs or anything we can have to make some potions?
Oh. Akhar mahala mahaynaha.
There we go.
And he basically says back, "We cannot spare anything. We are nomads and exiles. What we have, everything that we have is what we carry on our backs."
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just we're gonna mix up some potions for him, that's all. I don't know if they have that knowledge.
Now, Gwynblade, we must away before before the humans find us amongst this land. We are exiles and are therefore considered illegal. Farewell, Grimblade, and may you enjoy your battles wherever they be.
Okay. Oh, should I translate?
No, they're leaving.
Okay.
Okay, so the elves gather up their dead officer
So I
and
guess
depart.
they're leaving.
You are basically left in this in the ambush zone. The time it's spent you fighting this battle has the time you have spent fighting this battle has meant that you now cross into the sun is now setting. So do you want to make camp here?
I think so.
May as well.
Seems reasonable.
Well, it seems a pretty secure place. We're high up, so. And if we're making camp here,
Yeah.
I want to put out an alarm.
Okay.
And all I need is a tiny bell and a piece of fine wire, silver wire, which I have.
Okay.
Yeah, so in the cube where we're sleeping,
Mhm.
we now have an alarm wire. So anything tiny, from tiny or bigger, touches it or enters the area, an audible alarm will be go off for 10 seconds that we can all hear, and it goes out to a range of 60 feet, so if anyone goes wandering, they should, if they're within 60 feet, can hear it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And none of you can set off the bell.
Okay. So you guys are all camped in this sort of protected circle. What do you guys want to do?
I want to eat a ration and go to sleep, as long as we keep my spells.
Yeah, let's make a little fire.
Dad can cook. Why doesn't Dad cook the food? David,
What do you want me to cook?
cook some food. We got given the bags of ration stuff from the military camp. There must be some good stuff in there for you to cook to make
Hmm.
a decent meal.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
alright,
Connor,
I'll
what do you
cook
want to do? Connor,
Hello?
what do you want to do?
I'm going to play cards with myself, because apparently I've got a pack of cards on me. I'm going to play solitaire.
Okay.
I go for a long rest.
Okay. So, are all of you going to sleep now?
Yeah.
After we've had a meal.
Yeah, after I've played my game.
Okay. So all of you basically go to sleep. And as you sleep, two lions approach where you're camping. So one basically wanders right over to them, but detects your alarm system and pauses.
But they can't avoid it, it's unavoidable. Because they're too big. They automatically set it off if they touch it.
So stop just short of where the alarm is. Basically, just look at them. And it's like, this is. They basically say to each other, "This is a peculiar pair of individuals, isn't it?" The other one says, "Yes, but there must be a reason for it, because nothing happens in this world without a reason." The other one then says, "But what reason could that be? What idiot in his right mind would pair a dwarf, a Goliath, an elf, a possessed angel, a genie, and a boy together and send them off on a quest together? It's utter lunacy." And the other one basically said, "Yes, but we don't live in this world because it makes sense. Now, the best thing that we can do is leave these people be and simply see what happens and make wagers on them with money that we undoubtedly have because we live in a world like this, even though we are lions." The other one then says, yes, I agree to that. And in a puff of smoke, they basically turn into balls of lights and shoot off into the sky.
Wow.
Okay. So the sun has risen. You guys are getting ready to set out. Which one of you wants the boots of the elven kind and the goggles of the knight?
I thought they were giving it Ashwin.
Ashwin, do you want them? Or do you want to put...
Yeah. Well, I'll keep hold of them if anyone needs them. I mean,
Hello, I think I'm back.
We hadn't noticed.
Sorry,
I already pretty
I still can't
much
see the screen,
did
but you
what
can
I
hear me
did.
now at least.
hear me now.
Okay, does anyone want the boots of elven kind or the goggles of knight?
I'll have the goggles.
Ash, you happy with that?
Yeah, you keep them, yeah.
So you got the boots and David's got the goggles. I'm going to pick up my bell and wire.
Okay. Okay. So, over the course of the night, a storm has been brewing off in the distance. But you can tell instantly that this isn't an ordinary storm, because off to the east, from where you are, you can see a green glow is sort of gathering in the direction that you need to go.
Thought we're heading south.
Guys,
Okay.
Yeah.
anything?
I just said I thought we're heading south, and you said it was in the east, so technically it's not where we're going. So
You're now south enough that you need to go east.
okay, we got who wants to go to the glowy green light that
Yeah, let's do
doesn't
it.
scream trap. Anybody want to disagree?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're all going towards the glowy green light
Okay,
that
so
we need to go to that doesn't scream trap.
you guys are here. So you're now making your way to the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you arrive on the coast to where the lighthouse is, you can see that the lighthouse is towering ahead of you, and it basically lies across a very, very narrow causeway,
Do you want this off?
which you can tell during high tide, this causeway is completely submerged by the water around it. It's currently is now so dark because of the storms that the only light that is illuminating this area is coming from the lighthouse, which is casting a deep green glow over everything. There's thunder and lightning in all directions, and the sea looks like it's ready to blow right over the causeway.
Are we currently at high tide or low tide?
You're currently at a sort of middle point between low tide and the water is going lower. But if you basically get stuck on either side of the bridge during high tide, you won't be able to cross unless you swim.
I think we should go across the bridge while we have a chance. But I'm also pointing out that this very much screams trap. Oh, can I detect magic?
Yep.
I think I've got. No, I have got a thing.
You got the mysterious
I have
item.
a strange device that detects all hidden magics and items.
Okay. So you go scan the area with it.
Yes, I'm going to scan right up to the bridge.
Okay. So you can detect numerous life forms in the water. Specifically, you can detect a number of very overlarge sharks, along with various fish that have been mutated into some sort of ferocity, which varies from fish to fish, by the dark magic. And you can also sense that something is sort of waiting near the causeway itself.
Right. Guys, we have very big sharks, very, very angry fish, and something waiting under the bridge to jump out on us. Like,
Any
if you
idea
don't
what
go
we
across
can
the
do?
bridge, the high tide will come up and we'll get eaten by the giant sharks.
Maybe wait till the tide goes out?
The tide is
The
out.
tide is out. Basically, it's
Oh.
now or never. Or now, or wait till next tide. Or swim across when the high tide's in.
Shall we go across now?
Okay, but I'm warning you, so we don't get surprised. There is something going to jump out on us as we go across the bridge. Because there's something under the bridge that's coming out. I'm using my strange device to detect this.
Okay.
Okay, so all in agreement?
So I'm going to knock an arrow,
Out, and then you can't
so
get
I
back in
can't be
anymore.
surprised.
Does anyone else want to do something similar?
I readied my weapon because we're going to get jumped out on something.
I should be okay.
Ash, do you want to do anything?
No, I'm with you guys.
So the second you mean doesn't get a surprise attack if it jumps out.
Okay. Okay, so who's going to go across first?
I'll go across first.
Okay. Now the causeway is so narrow that you can only walk 2 at a time. So does anyone else want to go with them?
I'll go because I don't think anyone else is going.
Anyone else?
Julian, get your ass on the bridge. I love I'm the one shouting what to do.
Go ahead, I'll go.
Okay.
And the 2 druids come up the bridge. Anyone disagree with that?
No.
Okay, Maya completely disagrees.
Shows the pen. There's a sheet down there which you can scribble on.
There you go.
Okay, so
The goddess has spoken.
the water starts bubbling. Actually, I'll move everyone further along.
So we're all on the bridge.
Okay, as the last of you step onto the bridge, the water in front, alongside the causeway, starts bubbling.
Hello?
Yep.
Hello.
So,
Hey.
I
Oh,
detected
fucking hell.
something's under the bridge and it's going to jump out on us. So I've knocked an arrow.
Guys,
in.
have we made it south?
Yes, we're on the bridge going to the lighthouse.
No, don't do this to me.
We can hear you.
Hello? Connor died again, I think.
okay. So as the last of you crosses onto the bridge, the water alongside the bridge starts bubbling, and then out of the darkness, a massive bloated corpse heaves itself onto the causeway to block your path.
I'm not surprised because I knew it was coming.
Okay, so what do you guys? Each of you has a turn as to what you want to do.
Attack it.
I want to ask it if it's a toll bridge. Oh, we're on a toll bridge.
So, okay, so you've called that out. Does anyone else want to do anything?
Pay him some golden cross without causing any issues.
Didn't catch that, Bev. Speak up.
Pay him some gold and try and cross with no issues.
Okay, so Orion basically calls out, "Is this a toll bridge?" And the bloated corpse basically takes a massive step forward, which booms out and echoes off the waves. Leans down, and he basically goes, Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm not collecting taxes here. I'm just, my name's Barry. I'm Barry the bloated corpse. How you doing?"
Hi.
Hi, Barry.
Yeah, I used to play this little game where people could only cross the bridge if they guessed my name, but unfortunately, as part of my job, I have to wear a name tag. So so everyone got to cross, but yeah, I've been furloughed now, so I just stand here, just doing my thing. What are you guys doing here?
Want to go across the bridge before the water comes back in, find the treasure, and work out what's cursing everything. Unless you can tell us.
Well, yeah, but it's It's an interesting tale, I can tell you that. And he suddenly breaks out into a dramatic pause. It began long ago. But you ruined the story.
Sorry. Tell the goddess that.
It began long ago with two sisters. One born with powers, the other born powerless. But the two of them... Not near the camera.
Over the camera.
The two of them, they played and frolicked and played all day long. But then, one sister fell from the lighthouse, and the other gave into misery. And that is how dark magic was allowed to come to our lands.
Oh, so there was no, let it go, let it go.
No, no, they actually screamed out, "Don't let go!" And yeah,
No, let go.
And under no circumstances should you let go of something whenever you're in a lighthouse.
I'm sorry.
So the lady of the lighthouse gave into misery and invited dark spirits in. But then matters were made worse whenever a priest of the orc horde descended upon us. He took away and he murdered my lady. He took her heart and banished her to the lighthouse, and now uses the lighthouse for his evil purposes.
That is not my choice in music.
Anyone want to acknowledge that?
And you still stay here? Do you work for the orc, or are you trying to save people by... I don't know, what are you doing here anyway?
I'm a bloated corpse. I can't cross any threshold away from this place until my old lady is released.
So you're basically trapped because... How can you release a heart?
My lady is trapped in a cave just yonder past this causeway. I advise you not to go in. She's not in a particularly good mood. She's now been turned into a banshee and kills anybody who enters the cave. But if you can gain access to the lighthouse, kill the orc priest and destroy the heart, then my lady will be released.
Shall we go free the strange person and free the corpse and get the lady to do the fighting against the orc for us? Which is the impression I'm getting. Hello.
Guys?
Shall we go fight the
lighthouse?
Should we go fight the banshee to free the person who's got the power to kill the orc that's cursed everything?
Well, I thought we attacked the York to free the banshee.
James, I can't hear what you're saying. You have to speak up.
I thought we got to attack the priest to then free the banshee.
Yes.
Yes.
Or can we not free the banshee and get the banshee to help us fight the priest?
Well, the priest will stand in between you and destroying the heart, so it's more likely you'll kill the priest before you can free the heart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever. Let's go kill the priest.
Okay.
I would say that in my lifetime.
You guys want to agree to all of that?
Yeah.
Okay, so the bloated corpse claps his massive hands together to the point that he accidentally knocks one of his hands off and it just sort of flops onto the floor. That he doesn't seem to notice. Excellent, excellent. I'll tell you what. Just between you and me, a number of ships passed by quite recently, and I've been swimming amongst them, and I noticed one of them has a really, really big chest in it.
We need that.
You need that, okay. Free my lady, and I will use the last of my power to bring this chest to you. I wouldn't recommend swimming in this water because the sharks are particularly nasty.
Okay. Do you want me to reattach your hand for you?
No, he basically just picks it up and slaps it onto his arm, but he slaps it on so it's backwards, but he doesn't seem to notice.
Okay. That's fine. Sorry, getting confused by the shark.
So, good luck, my friends. As I said, avoid the cave. It'll be a real shame if I have to sort of throw your remains into the water. There's quite a lot of bodies in there. And it's getting quite hard to swim around.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. One thing you might need to move so we can actually, go and kill the priest.
Okay, so he basically turns, goes onto the edge, and then cannonball! And splashes back into the water. Okay, so what do you guys want to do now? Julius basically just said, well, that was terrifying and odd. Is this normal for you guys?
Yes, very normal. Although, intros, Karaz is normally a bit more, less talk, more kill.
Yeah, that's almost killed him.
And blowing everything up. In which case, Karaz, do you want to go into the tower first?
Sure. Start talking.
Okay, so,
Karaz is now in front, leading the way.
okay, so you basically cross the causeway, and you basically have the causeway that then goes. Where's my pen gone? Here we are. So the causeway basically carries on, but off to this side is a cave, and the causeway basically carries on like that.
So the cave's on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Inside the cave, you can hear a low moaning of someone who is in some sort of agony.
That's the Banshee, I think. We probably... By the sounds of it, we need to fight the priest first. Oh, Julian, are you actually going to fight this time? Because we kind of need to do this to get your treasure chests back.
Yes, I will help however way I can.
Good boy. Anybody else want to boss Julian around for a while? He's up for free, you know. Free slave labour.
Okay, so do you guys just want to continue down the causeway, or do you want to venture into the cave against the advice?
I'd like to carry along the causeway.
But if you have to speak up, we can't hear you.
Like to do it along the causeway.
Okay, Ash, what do you want to do?
Sorry, I wasn't really listening. Sorry, hang on. Let me close it. So we've got the causeway, and there's a cave, and there's the Banshee. And what's the question?
Do you want to go into the cave and
Yes.
against the
Yes.
advice of the corpse, or do you want to carry along the causeway?
I thought we had to take on the Banshee.
Yeah, but apparently the only way to kill the Banshee is to stop the heart first, which is with the priest.
Okay, let's do that. Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you guys all carry on past the cave. You can hear the sounds of somebody calling for you to turn back and help them. Do you acknowledge those requests?
No.
Okay. So the causeway basically carries on in the same way it was, in a very similar way to what it was before. So do you just simply want to cross this path?
Pretty much.
Okay. Julius decides to take point with you. Right, bear with me.
Karaz, do you want Julian for a little while?
Don't care.
You hear a shrieking noise from above, and a number of winged harpies basically descend upon you.
Look, James, dangerous women. That's gonna fly. It'll work. It's good.
Okay, everyone roll initiative. Okay. Right, so the harpy that's on the bridge has the highest initiative. They're going to basically lunge at Karaz. Okay. So, right, so Harpy's basically is attacking with his claws and then its club. What's your armor class, James?
13.
Okay, so with the claws it doesn't hit. With the club it hits. Okay, 1d8
stop beating up?
It does 2 damage to you.
2 damage.
Yep. Okay, Nat, you're next.
I'm gonna shoot one of the flying harpies
Okay.
because I can reach that far. 16.
Okay, you've hit.
So it's 1d8. That's not a d8.
It's the
That's a
diamond.
d8.
Yep.
Go and check and see if I've got any spells on there. Right, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark, which is my bonus action.
Okay.
I choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. When the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to target whenever you hit it. And I also have advantage on any perception or survival checks against it.
Okay.
Once that target then dies, if it dies before the spell ends, I can then move the mark to another creature.
Okay.
But no extra cost.
Okay.
So this is the normal arrow. So 4 damage from that.
Okay. Which one are you targeting?
Use that one.
Okay.
And then I've also got to do a d6, which is another 2 damage.
Okay, so you've done 6 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
That's in play, so I'm going to keep that there because I've already used that. I know everyone else can you'll move it, but for now I'm putting that with that one so I know which one I've got to target.
Alright. Okay, so Connor's turn. What do you think Connor will do?
Fireball.
Turn into a spider.
Right, what does he have to do for Fireball? Okay, so he's going to hold the flame at 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. Make a ranged attack. Okay, so he's hit. Target takes D8 fire damage.
But these ones higher.
Right, so that one has taken 3 damage.
Higher.
Okay, Connor's turn is up. Okay, so this one is going to attack Julius. Okay, let's see. Okay, it hasn't hit against him.
Don't be changed then to make sense.
Yeah, I'll try to work out who's next. This one is also going to attack Julius. Hasn't hit. And
Not back again.
It's your turn.
Okay.
You're
Where are the
being
harpies? You can point them out to me.
that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one.
There's one in front of you that's attacked you.
Okay.
Calm down.
In that case, I'm going to use Burning Hands
Alright?
in the area of both of the two in front of me.
Okay, so what do you need to do for that?
They both need to do a dexterity saving throw of 13.
13, okay. Passed. Passed.
Okay, so you're going to get half damage.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled badly. That's 3 damage each.
Okay. Okay, so that is... so bear with me. Okay. Who's number 7? Okay, Bav, you're up.
Okay.
Right. You are here,
Yeah.
but you can't actually move from here because of how narrow the causeway is without jumping into the water.
Can I still try and use my crossbow?
Sure.
So I want to attack the guy next to the card.
So this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so 11.
Yeah, you've hit.
So I got a 5.
Is that how much damage you've done, or?
So it's a D8 plus 1, so it'd be 6. So that's the damage.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Ash, you're next.
Can I hit anyone from? Can I shoot anybody with my crossbow from where I am?
You are here.
Yep.
But you can shoot that one.
Okay, I'll try shooting that one.
Oh my god. Hello?
Yay, comes
No.
back.
I think I'm back.
Connor, would it make more
Miracle.
sense for you to basically call me or Natalie and we, on speaker, do that same call?
What do you mean, sorry?
Yeah,
Do
you
you
only
want-
wouldn't be able to see what's happening.
Do you... Oh yeah, that's the point. Okay, never mind, just ignore me.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so Ashwin, you are shooting the...
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Okay. Right, you can move backwards if you want, or you can levitate over them. Which would you like to do?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll levitate over them.
Okay.
Go forward or back?
Forward or backwards?
Oh, forward.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so that will be 4 squares.
Oh, you mean levitate and land again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Can't
someone give me a
dis-
very quick overview of what I've missed.
Right, so you've basically gone onto the second causeway towards the lighthouse after passing a cave that has the banshee in it, and you've now been attacked by harpies.
Aha.
But the causeway is only wide enough for 2, but we'd already gone onto it, so technically there's movement issues.
Right, I see.
Okay, so Ash,
Very narrow.
you can now that you've landed, you can either levitate another 2 squares or you can move 2 squares normally.
Oh, I'll just move.
Okay, forwards.
Yeah,
Okay, so you are now here.
yeah.
Do I do a bonus action, turn into an animal or anything like
Can I turn into a banshee?
that? Banshee is a monster, not a beast.
Don't forget there are sharks in the water.
Oh, I can turn into a... Yeah, but sharks can't survive out of water, right?
No.
Well, next turn you could jump in the water and turn into a shark.
Actually, we can't turn into water creatures just yet.
Yeah, you need to level up for that.
I don't know, I'm
Yeah.
just putting suggestions out there, but you've seen sharks, so I don't know if you want to write it on your list.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You've seen big sharks and vicious and angry fish.
Okay, right, so Ash. Okay, right, so this Banshee is going to use its action to engage in a luring song. Okay, so it's got quite a long description for it, so bear with me. The harpy sings a magical melody. Every humanoid and giant within 300 feet of the harpy that can hear the song must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be charmed until the song ends. The harpy must take a bonus action. While charmed by the harpy, the target is incapacitated and ignores the songs of other harpies. If the charmed target is more than 5 feet away from the harpy, the target must move on its turn towards the harpy by the most direct route, trying to get within 5 feet. It doesn't avoid the opportunity attacks, but before moving into damaging terrain such as lava or a pit, whenever it takes damage from the source rather than the harpy, the target can repeat a saving throw. A charmed target is also can also repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn. If the saving throw is successful, the effect ends.
So basically, we all have to throw.
Yeah, so everybody do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Wisdom was that?
Yep.
Which dice is that? 20.
17.
15.
9.
19.
Okay, so Julius and James are both charmed by the harpy. Ironically, they're the ones at the front.
And they're in combat with other harpies, so how
Yeah.
does that...
So basically, on their next turn, they have to try and move towards this harpy and
But they
suffer.
can't physically move.
Then they'll suffer attacks of opportunity.
I was going to say, they physically can't move though.
Doesn't matter. They still have to do it. Okay, and James, you're next. Ironically.
I'm going to try and move towards the harpy.
Okay, so the harpy that is engaging you is going to do an attack of opportunity. Your arm class is 13, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just got in, so it's going to attack you with its claws first. Okay, so you've suffered 7 damage,
Gee.
and then it's going to attack you with its club.
Oh, shit.
You suffered 4 damage.
I'm in the poor way now.
Sorry?
He's in a
I've only got
way.
7 health left.
Oh, shit.
Okay, you still can't move towards it, so you're still where you are, but you've suffered the attack of opportunity. Harpy's turn. Okay, so this one is going to attack Julius. And it succeeded in hitting him. Right. Oh wait, no. 3. Okay, so he suffered 5 damage. And then the club... 2 damage. Okay, so Julius is also in a very bad way.
This isn't going well.
Unless you're me.
Okay.
Because I get to loot you all if you all die.
Okay, so Julius is now going to try and move towards the harpy that's charmed him. And basically gets to attack him all over again. 5. Okay,
Today's date?
Julius is now knocked out.
Can anyone tell me what today's date is?
Jeez.
13th.
Thank you.
Okay, so next round of combat. So
Wait, do I need to roll initiative now? I'm in. Where am I in this?
We've already done yours
you're
for you,
you're third.
Okay.
but we'll tell you when it's
Cool.
your turn.
Yeah, that works.
This one is going to attack Irashna.
Oh yeah.
Yep, wait, wrong one. Okay, it's failed to hit you. Okay, so Nat, you're next.
Obviously, I'm going to shoot at the one that I've marked because I get an automatic view on it regardless.
Yeah.
18. So I hit.
Yeah.
So that means it gets 1d8. Oh, good. 8 plus 3, so it's 11.
Yeah.
And then another 6.
So
17 damage.
17 damage, okay. And that's against this one.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so because its health has been reduced so low,
I can
it's
then
going
move
to.
my mark as my bonus action if it's dead.
It's not dead. Let me
Die.
finish. Because its health has been diminished so low, it's going to try and fly away and escape, which means that you can now take another shot of opportunity at it.
Okay. Is that with? Do I have to roll for initiative on that thingy? D20 on that.
Yeah, just roll to hit.
Doesn't mean the D20.
Yeah, roll to hit. D20. 20.
20.
Okay, so you now do double damage.
So
You made
8,
a good amount of natural 20s, you know.
4, 12, plus 6,
18.
18, and then is it dead over that?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to use my bonus action then because I have not used it and it died while it's still in my turn to then mark
Bear in mind, one of them is charming the other two.
this one.
Okay. Right, so the one that is charming James is this one.
The one that's charming James and Julius is that one?
Yeah.
So I've now marked it so I get to do extra damage against it.
Okay, Connor, it's your turn.
Yay! Right. I'm gonna cast a good old ice knife. Loads of little ice particles shoot in whoever the nearest evil guy to me is.
Okay, so you'll basically be
That's the
shooting.
one in front, I think,
You'll basically
in
be
front of
shooting
Julius.
over Julius and attacking this one.
Oh wait. Can you pinpoint where all the enemies are for me actually?
This one,
Yeah.
this one,
Yeah.
this one, and this one.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go for the one on the furthest away, otherwise
So that'll be
people
this
are
one.
gonna get hit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit him. Because the pieces shatter and they hurt people around them. And I
Okay.
don't want to kill many
Julius is
people.
knocked out, so what happens?
So,
He's still in range.
to hit 14.
Yep, you've hit.
Cool. So he takes 1d10 piercing damage, 7 damage,
Okay.
and the shard explodes, and every creature within 3 feet of that creature, including that creature, need to make a dexterity 13 saving throw.
Oops. 17.
He survived, so he doesn't get hit anymore. And
Okay.
that is the end of my turn.
Do you want to turn to another animal or anything like that?
No, I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay.
Oh, actually, what I am going to do is, I can't do it now. I was going to heal someone, but I can't. So
Okay.
I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. So this one is going to attack Karaz. Fail. Epic fail. Never mind.
I've written down all my stuff, by the way, that was erased.
Right. Okay, so that harpy is dead. So James, it's now your turn. Do a wisdom saving throw.
Which one is this?
Wisdom,
that's
yeah.
one, I think.
Wisdom, yep.
Wisdom.
Ten.
Do you have any wisdom modifiers to put onto that?
Guys included.
Okay. Right, so you're still charmed. So you now need to try and make your way towards that harpy.
Okay.
Okay, so the harpy is going to make an attack of opportunity on you. But it failed. So you're okay. You still can't move, so that's your turn over.
Cool.
Okay, so Dave, it's your turn.
Okay. I'd like to attack one of the guys closest to us.
Right, so Julius is occupying this square.
Yeah.
And Karaz is occupying that square, so you can't actually advance into melee combat at the moment.
Okay.
But you can
Crossbow,
shoot
then.
over Julius's body.
Yeah. So I have to use a crossbow then.
Okay. So you go attack this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one. So I got rolled a 19.
I'm writing my stuff off here because I bought everything.
Okay.
I just never wrote it down.
And then on the D8 I
What did you
got
score?
a 5.
What did you score to hit?
So So, hang on, I'm just. So to hit, it should be a 3,
Okay, so you
but
haven't
I've rolled a
hit.
5.
Okay, so you haven't hit.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to do a bonus action to go into a rage or anything?
They're not sweeties, Nugget.
No thanks.
Okay. Stay up there, no sweeties. Careful. Your feet alright? They're not sweeties.
I'm picking Xbox. There's a few in there. Hiya.
Careful. Mind your feet. Good girl. Okay, so Ash, you're up.
Okay, I'll use my scimitar and I'll take on the guy that's next to me.
Okay. So roll to hit.
I rolled 11.
Okay, you've hit.
Okay.
Okay, so what damage does your scimitar do?
Oh god. No, hang on. Scimitar. What columns? Doesn't say. It just says 3 pack. Wait. Doesn't say. Wait, where does it say the?
Alright, hold on. I'll show you on my screen.
Okay.
Okay, can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your profile. Okay, so scimitar.
Ah.
Add to that you've had it sharpened, so you do 1d6 plus 3.
1d6. Hang on.
Can you change it on there?
Hang on. 6 plus 3.
Yeah.
9.
No.
I just wondered.
Okay, so so is that how much you've done? 6.
Yeah, plus 9 plus 3, so 9.
Okay. Okay. Do I use your bonus action to turn to an animal?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. So this one is going to continue doing its song. So everybody do a wisdom saving throw.
I automatically pass them with the mark.
You say everyone?
Yep.
16.
11.
Bev,
Yeah.
wisdom saving throw.
Got a 10.
Okay. Okay, so James, you've failed, and Bev, you failed. Bev, you are now charmed by the harpy.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'm gonna die soon, I bet.
Yeah, this isn't ideal. I'm gonna heal you on my next turn. I've got no spells that can get rid of charms, annoyingly.
Okay, so the.
Do you reckon? So I have a spell that lets me charm a person. If I cast that on James, can I lock his current charm?
Yes.
Well, you've got James's charmed and Bab's charmed. The two of them are charmed. Both next
I think
to you.
James is more closer to dying.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying there's two. Bear in mind, I
Yeah.
have health potions, but I can't reach James.
Ah, that's true.
You can lob the potion at him, technically.
Yeah, but Bab's in the way.
Okay.
Bab's taller than James, and it's the wrong angle to throw it over Belcast. Unless Belcast wants to use his move to duck.
Okay. Right. So
What do you want me to do?
this harpy is going to take off. 1, 2, 3, 4, and engage. Bav. What's your armor class, Bav?
13.
Okay. Right, so she's hit, so with the claws it's done 5 damage. And its club, it's done 3 damage, so 8 damage in total.
Shit, these things are quite strong, you know.
Okay, and what are the rules about being knocked out? I'm not particularly clear on them.
Is it prone?
Yeah,
Or...
he's knocked out and prone. As in, he's got 0 health.
I believe once you get to your health but negative, then you die.
Okay, so he's at 0 at the minute.
So every turn. So are you knocked out, James?
No, Julius is knocked out. It's Julius's turn.
So Julius needs to roll. To see if he survives, and I think if he fails 3 times in a row, then he dies.
Okay, so is
But
that
I'm just gonna
D20?
quickly Google that.
You can quickly Google it by sounds now.
Cool.
Done if your phone's there.
Yes, you take a death save, and if you fail 3 death saves, you die.
Okay, so what number does he need to pass in order to succeed the save?
D&D 5e. Death saving throws. Roll a d20. If the roll is 10 or higher, you succeed. Otherwise, you fail.
Okay, so he succeeded.
So he's okay. He's not dead.
Okay, so does he do anything else? Can he try and regain health or anything like that?
No, it says on your 3rd success you become stable. On your 3rd failure you die. So you just keep rolling until you whichever one of those 2 things happen first.
Okay. Just 1 save. Okay, so okay, so this harpy is going to make its attack against Ashwin. It's failed. Okay, so Nat, you're up.
I had one idea, but Bav going and get itself charmed completely fucked that up. So I'm just gonna shoot my harpy. Got a 12, but I'm using my board, so I get.
Yep. You hit.
Hit. So 1d8. So that's 4 plus 3 is 7, and then a d6 because of my spell, which is 6. So 13 damage.
13. Okay.
Why didn't I start using spells earlier?
Okay, do you want to move or anything?
I might take a step back to enable Belkas a bit of free movement.
Okay.
If necessary.
Alright, so Connor, you're up.
Okay, so these things are quite strong.
Do you want to sit in it?
Which one of these characters is James again?
This one at the front. Oh, and would it be easier if I did that?
Oh yeah, that's a bit better.
Okay, so this guy is James, Bev, Connor, Natalie, Ashwin.
So, do I have enough room? Do I have 4 squares free anywhere around me?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you've only got 3 squares free behind you, unless you include the squares in the water.
Yeah. Okay. What I want to do is I'm gonna cast Healer's Wind on James there.
Okay. Does that affect Julius in his current state?
Let me have a look exactly. Where is it? Healing. No, it doesn't do anything to him.
Okay.
But I might actually have area of effect one. But I might not get it till the next level up. No, I don't have it. I only have one.
Why did you do that?
So James, you gain 7 HP.
7 HP, yeah?
7 HP, yeah. Hopefully that helps a tiny bit. And then I'm gonna move forward 3 spaces here.
Can he move forward 3 spaces?
Right, so Julius is in the square directly in front of you. Does he obscure your path?
Yeah, basically it's difficult terrain.
Okay, so what does that
It
count
counts as
as?
difficult terrain if you walk through friendly foes.
So what does that do?
It doubles movement speed in that area. So I can move 25 squares. That's my movement speed. So walking forward 1 space would be 10,
Yep.
and then walking forward 1 again would be 10.
Yep.
Oh no, wait, no, there's no one in there. And then it would be 5. I want to move forward 1 more, which makes 25.
So you want to move there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I want to shapeshift into a giant spider.
Okay, so you are now taking up these 4
Yeah.
squares.
Yeah, and that's all I can do.
Okay. Right. Okay, so this puppy is going to make an attack on the giant spider. Okay. What's your spider's AC? Oh wait, I got it here.
Question.
14.
14,
okay, so it's
yeah?
hit you. Okay, so it's going to attack with the claws first.
Okay.
3, 7. Okay, so it's done 8 damage to you with its claws.
Oh, quite strong.
And 4 damage with its club. So 11 damage in total.
And 4, you say?
Yeah, so 11 in total.
Okay.
Barbara's dead. James, you're up. Do a wisdom saving throw.
10.
James, what's going on?
He's found the woman of his dreams.
Okay, so since you're not in combat anymore, you don't suffer an attack of opportunity, but you still can't move anywhere.
Okay.
Wait, did he not get an attack of opportunity against the harpy that turned against him? Or is it because he can't kill him?
It's fine. Okay,
Can hear some music.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, Bev, you're next. Do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Got 11.
Okay, you have successfully broken the charm. You are now immune to any charms for the rest of this 24-hour period.
Awesome.
Why can't I do that?
You can't break free yet, because you're too entranced. You love her so much.
Okay, so you are now but you are still stuck in combat with this one.
Am I?
You're in combat with one.
Okay, so how do you want to attack them, or do you want to try and retreat?
I'd like to attack him.
Are you attacking them with your crossbow, your hand axe, or your great axe?
With the great axe.
Alright. Okay, remember you've had it sharpened, so whatever score it gives you on D&D Beyond, you get +1.
Okay.
Right, so roll to hit.
Natural 20.
Okay, so you do double damage on your roll.
Okay.
Okay, so
I need to roll the D12.
Okay.
What do you want? Do you want a pen? Yes. Oh, okay.
Okay, so D12.
I got 11.
Okay, so 22 plus.
Beautiful.
So to plus 7.
Okay, so you've done 29 damage.
Whoa!
Awesome.
And I thought I was doing big damage.
Decent. That is mad OP.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's,
but we had our weapons improved, me and Bav.
so it's going to, because its health is at a certain point, it's now going to turn and try to flee. So you now have an attack of opportunity against it.
Okay,
Don't
so I'll
jump
use a
in the water,
crossbow.
whatever you do.
Okay, you're now out of range of melee combat, so the only way you can attack it is with either to throw your hand axe, or to so your throwing axe that you got from Chuck Norris, or to use your crossbow.
Yeah, I'll use the crossbow.
Okay.
He's rather past with Chuck Norris axe.
Right, so roll to hit.
15.
Okay, you've hit.
That's a D8, which I got a 7.
Okay, it's dead.
Plus 1, so that's 8.
Hey,
He's already dead. You already killed it, mate.
he's dead.
Way!
Nice.
Okay. Are you going to move, or is that your... Or are you going to go into a rage now?
I'm gonna just stay where I am, no rage at the moment.
Okay. Ash, you're up.
Okay, let me use my scimitar. Oh wait, am I in contact with it? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
you
with
are,
the
so
guy
you
next-
got knocked.
Okay, I use my scimitar. And I rolled 20.
Okay, you now do double damage. So roll to hit.
That's a 8.
Okay, so you've done 16 plus.
Plus what? Am I supposed to roll?
Give me a sec.
3.
D6 plus 3, so that's an...
Another 6.
Yes, you've done 22 damage.
Cool. Also, I rolled a d6.
No, you've already done that.
Oh, okay. No, no. Oh.
Okay,
What?
so it's now going to try... Oops. It's now going to try and fly away. You now have a ranged attack of opportunity.
Okay, I'll use my crossbow.
Okay.
And rolled a 4.
Okay, you haven't hit.
Okay.
So this harpy has now survived and escaped.
Fuck you, Harpy.
Okay, so that's that one gone. Okay, so Okay, so this one is going to continue doing its song. All of you except for Bav and Nat do a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
13.
Okay, you've passed.
Oh, that's low. That's a low save, you know.
Ash,
21.
passed.
James?
What am I doing, sorry?
Wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw.
saving throw.
16.
You've
Yay, you're finally free of your girlfriend.
Yeah, you've passed, and you're now immune to any other songs for the next 24 hours.
Hey.
You're no longer infatuated with your girlfriend. You've decided that you prefer the hookers.
We have Karaz back.
Okay.
Yeah, he's no longer in a committed relationship. Phew.
Oh god.
Okay, so this one is going to make an attack against the spider. You're right. You're right. Give us a sec, guys.
Yep, no rush.
Okay, so this harpy is going to attack the spider. Okay, it hits. 4. Okay, so it's done 8 damage to you as a spider. And then an additional
8, you
5.
say?
So 13 damage.
My spider's almost dead.
Dun,
Okay.
dun, dun.
Alright. Okay, Julius passed. Alright, so Nat, you're up.
Yay, finally. I feel like I actually not having time. Well, Bab will probably want to move. So.
What does Bav want?
No, I've said Bav will probably want to move, but currently he's technically trapped. So I'm gonna cast on Bav using my grasshopper leg. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna stick it to you, Bav. You can now jump 3. You can basically triple your distance. So basically, you can jump over Karaz and all of these guys and go over here somewhere if you want to.
Alright.
Okay, is that your bonus action?
No, it's my action. It actually counts as 1 action.
Okay.
So basically, I've given you the ability to go and fight that harpy, or you can go over and join Ashwin over there, which gives you a better shot on the other one. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Whenever it's your turn. Basically, I've given you the ability, but it's only for that moment.
Okay.
I can get you up to here, basically.
Yeah, that's cool.
Are you going to move?
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say where I am.
Okay, Connor, you're up.
Good old Spider-Man. Alright. He's going to... what can he do again?
You can attack it with its bite, its claws, or you can sperm all over it.
Good old Sperm. How many attacks does this geezer get? I think he just gets 1, doesn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to do Web
Okay.
on the guy that's closest to me.
Okay. What do they have to do for that?
Well, first of all, I need to see if I hit him. 14?
Yep, you
Is
fit.
that a hit? Cool. So he's restrained by web.
Yep.
Every turn he has to make a DC 12 strength check.
I love you.
If he fails it, then he just can't do anything.
Okay.
And that's the spider turnover.
Okay. James, you're up.
Can you point out the harpies to me?
1, 2.
One in front of
So
you.
I'm on each one, yeah?
There's one in front of you.
I do Scorching Ray on the one in front of me.
What'd you say?
Scorching Ray.
Okay. What do you need to do for that?
He shall need to...
You're gonna have to speak up, James. Struggling to hear you.
Does 23 beat its armor class?
Yes. Just.
Let me go and calculate damage. It's going to be quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
15 damage.
Okay, against
Still
this one,
decent.
yeah.
You must be nearly dying now. These things are powerful.
Hey, but we've done pretty well considering there was five of them we started off fighting.
Yeah, these things are mad.
Okay.
I mean, one has escaped, but
Yeah, but not with much
That's
health
anyway.
though. I'm pretty sure if we found it, we could probably shoot it in the arse and it'd just die.
yeah, easy.
Alright. Is that your turn over?
No, because I got that. What was that ring that I got?
Yep. Roll a d6.
Does that work again? 1d6.
Yep, roll a d6.
Four damage.
Nice. Bit of extra damage.
Cool.
Then that's it.
Alright, Bav, you're up.
Okay. So, I'd like to move to get a better shot.
Do you want to
Sorry,
move
guys,
up
one-
there?
Do you want to move there?
Yeah.
Well, that's basically the maximum that you can move with the spell that I gave you.
Yeah.
Okay, so take a shot.
Okay, so you use the crossbow.
Yep. Don't forget to mark off all of your bolts that you're using.
Yeah.
You use terrain
So I've rolled a natural 20.
You've rolled a natural 20, did you say?
Yeah.
Cool. Do double damage.
8, and then it's a D8, which I've rolled a 6 on.
Okay, so 12 plus
12 plus 1.
14 damage.
Okay.
Okay, right, so it now stops its song and tries to flee. You now have a ranged shot of opportunity on it. So roll a d20.
Okay. So I've rolled a 15.
Okay, you've hit.
Okay. Again, that's D8, of which I've rolled a 3.
Okay. Okay. You haven't killed it, but it's still alive, so this one has escaped.
And that means my spell no longer is in effect because it lived, so I can't
Okay.
transfer the spell, so my spell is cancelled out.
Okay. And the final harpy is going to make its attack against the spider again. Failed. Okay, so Nat, you're up.
I'm gonna go to Karaz, behind Karaz, and I'm going to use Cure Wounds because I'm a nice person.
I remind you, you have an entire array of health potions as well.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I'll give Karaz a health potion, even though I'd like pour it over your head so you just sort of inhale it.
Okay.
Did you get the message from Connor?
Huh?
Connor on Facebook says he's got dinner.
I've got health potions and there's not much else I can do, so I'm gonna dunk a health potion over your head.
Okay, so roll 2 d4s.
4 and 1.
Okay, 5 plus 2. Karaz, you have recovered 7 health.
7.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm back in 4 health then.
You're welcome.
Ah.
I would
Yeah, Connor says he's got dinner.
There's no point pouring it on a dead man.
He's a sit.
Yeah, but that wouldn't make him unprone.
Yep.
So I might as well wait till he's unprone before I dunk stuff on his head.
Okay.
Potion.
Okay, you go do anything else?
No,
Good.
because I can't do anything else.
Okay, so Connor, you're up.
He's got dinner.
Okay. We'll quickly finish this round and then we'll take a dinner break. So he'll attack the harpy. Cast. Okay. He'll use his bite. 1d8 plus 3.
Do you want to take your dress off?
Does
If
4
you're
damage.
uncomfortable, I can take it off you. You don't have to. Okay, then you don't.
Okay, so then the harpy does a constitution saving throw, which it's failed. Okay, so it's now taken 9 poison damage. Okay, so it tries to flee.
You don't like these.
As Connor doesn't have any ranged attack, he can't do an attack of opportunity, but Karaz, you can.
See what?
You can do an attack of opportunity against it because it fled combat.
Can I do magic missile against it?
Yep.
Cool.
Do you want your trousers?
Give you all 1 second. 2 damage.
Okay, it's dead. Congratulations, you have defeated the harpies.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey.
Table.